Hey, good morning. Jesus is Lord, and the word still works. Been looking at Psalm 34, and I'm going to add Psalm 37, verse 4 to it, that says, Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will grant you the desires of your heart. Now, I heard a preacher one time say, well, God will change your desires, and so you can't just believe that he'll want to grant every and anything that you want. That is not what the word says. Let me read it to you. Right out of the King James Bible, any Bible, it says, Delight thyself in the Lord, and he will grant you the desires of your heart. Somebody might say, well, yeah, but I don't know if my desires are good. Well, then you need to get born again. You need to find out, if you don't know what's good for you, there's something wrong with you. Now, let me go back to this. When Pat and I was in college, we're talking 48 years ago, I went down and got a student loan, which, by the way, I paid off. And they also gave me a government grant. Now, the loan was something that I borrowed at a low interest rate to be able to go to school because we were married and on our own. But the grant was something that the government gave me, and if I remember right, it was the same amount of money that I borrowed that I never had to pay back. It was free. So when it says, Delight thyself in the Lord, and he will grant you the desires of your heart, that means you don't have to work for it. That means you don't have to pay it back. Now, I did have to pay off the loan, which I was glad to do, because I borrowed that knowing that I would have to pay it back. But the grant, I didn't know was coming, so it was like a Christmas gift. And we bought some school books, and I think I remember buying her one or two outfits to go to class in, but we never had to pay that back because it was free. So when God said, Delight yourself in the Lord. Now, that's another whole subject. Delighting in God means putting him first place in your life, putting the word first place in your life and doing it God's way. Matthew 6:33, seek first the kingdom, or God's way of doing things. Then he will grant you, give you the desires of your heart, not the desires of the pastor's heart. Now, I've been in ministry for 50 years, actually a little over 50 years, and the people need to know that we don't believe, I'm talking about me and you as other ministers and pastors, we don't believe for their success so that they can give to the church and make the church a success. We should believe for their success, and I'm doing that for you. I don't write appeal letters. I don't beg for money. I'm writing or talking or giving all this to you so that you can be successful. Not so that I can be successful because of your success. This is not money with a mission. This is money to bless you. Now, I'm believing God for so much money that if I told you how much I was believing for, your mind would just go, I mean, it would just, you couldn't hardly believe it. But I'm believing for that, for the success of me and my wife and family and the ministry, what God's called me to do, but I'm not going to pressure you in order to get you to do it. So let me close with this. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will grant you the desires of your heart. He will not grant you the desires of my heart for you. He will not grant me your desires, good or bad, for me. He will grant me, give to me, and it's a free gift to me because he loves me. Hey, have a great day. Know that God's got you on his mind. It's for good things, and he wants to give you the desires of your heart. He don't want to change them. He just wants you to be able to enjoy them. So until I'm with you tomorrow, saints, remember, Jesus is Lord, and thank God the word works.